Another one, and we are live. I just recorded this already, but I had the wrong audio input selected, but it's all good. We're back at it again. Apologies for the previous uploads and the poor audio quality. I was traveling and did not have access to my setup, but I'm back at the house now, and if you don't know, now you know. Let's dive into it. So we're gonna be looking at the Nasdaq. If you haven't looked at the Outlook video, I recommend you check it out, as that will be very insightful for this particular video. But anyway, speaking on the idea we were anticipating bearish movement or a lower movement. Let's just start by looking at the target. The target that we had in mind at the time was initially this low, but price obviously never got to there. There was also these relative equal lows there, that double bottom, as you can see. Good target to anticipate price to draw to. Yeah, we're looking for a bearish movement. How come? On that higher time frame, the 1 hour, we had a fair value gap coupled with the bearish order block. High probability, we could say it was overlaid into this inverse fair value gap as well. We're just looking for downward movement. Simple as that. We went down to the M15. We noted our daily open price. When you came to the charts this morning during London, we noticed this tight consolidation range with the buy side building up. When price shot up and then we saw it begin to drop to the downside and open that fair value gap there, we knew at what time it was. Originally, I had anticipated price trading up to there, but it looks like it didn't do that. I saw the wicks. See by the wicks there, the median line point of the order, the fair value gap, first half, second half, and you can see price reacting once you get to that midway line. This gave me the indication that price is bearish, and then we can most likely anticipate downward movement. When I saw this candle print, this is the momentum of this candle. That's why I entered, even though it was outside of my usual entry time. I just couldn't let the opportunity go past me. I usually try to enter during or between 9 a.m. and 10:30. That's quarter 3 of the New York AM session, or quarter 3 of the daily's quarter 3. If you haven't been following, we use quarterly theory overlaid with ICT here. So yeah, check out the previous couple of days videos. It will really be helpful moving forward, and everything that I'm saying won't really sound like gibberish. But then the price began to fall, open another M15 fair value gap. Price traded up into it. Entry didn't even go to the midway half point line, and then the next target, it was, although it was the low of the low of the low, we got to that relative equal lows over there. We hit that nicely, and then price began to reverse. We had this order fair value gap there. We thought price was gonna hit that and then carry on selling to the downside, but that wasn't the case. We printed an order block. Price shot up, opened a bullish fair value gap with the order block there. Price traded down into it, and then we just began to spool up, and that was that on this one. Note how the best buy came above the daily open price, and the best sell came above the daily open price, and how the best buy came below the daily open price. Good things to note there. Next, we're gonna look at the Dow Jones. See what's popping. So Dow Jones on the M15, pretty straightforward. Let me just adjust this. Okay, cool. Dow Jones shot up, opened the fair value gap over there. Price eventually came back down to it. Can see with the wicks how they're working. It was clear as daylight that we're going to go bullish, shoot to the top side. Can see when it happened here. This was during the New York AM session, when we hit this fair value gap over there on the M15, we began to wick, showing accumulation. So 6 to 7:30, that would be the first quarter. 7:30 to 9, that would be the next quarter, and then 9 to half 10, that would be the next one, and then the final one would be at about half 10 to 12. But yeah, entering during the New York AM session, best bet. Best bet. You can see price began to shoot up. We took out that pool of liquidity. And by the look of it, we might even make our way up to that very top one over there. So it was a good day. Tuesday, day before FOMC. Tomorrow I will most definitely not be entering any positions before the news release comes out. I'm gonna set this one out. I've made about 10% of my overall profit for the funded account, so I'm kind of nice. I'm just sit back, relax. I really am trying to work on my ability to sit on my hands and not chase being in trades just for the sake of being in trades. I feel like that's neophyte tendencies, and we're working on that this week. So that's that on that with the indices. US 500 moved similarly to Nasdaq. I'm not really gonna cover it at all. Like, as you can see, high key the same thing as the Nasdaq. Accumulation, buy side building up, price manipulates up, claims the buy side, and knocks an hourly order block. Let me just show you the hourly 1H hourly order block over there. As you can see, move to the side, order block, tapped into it, went down, M15, had the breaker block, traded back up into the breaker block, and tapped into the fair value gap that existed within the breaker block, unicorn setup, and then we started to sell down. The low over here with the sell side liquidity, that was the best target to aim for. And then, as you can see here, we began to shoot up. We thought we'd hit this or that and then begin to sell off, but price was like, nah, that's not the case. What could have given it away was the fact that we had the fair value gap open, a bullish fair value gap. Just mark that out. So we had the bullish fair value gap, price tapped into that at 9:15, 10:15, and then we shot all the way up. And we just now crashed into that buy side. So let me look at the long position, put that there, 10 points all the way up there, and that is a nice 4R, very nice. If we took the buy position after the liquidity got swept, price swept up, came down, could even be OTE. Let me just check. Okay, not really OTE. Let me see. Nah, not really OTE, but it's beneath equilibrium. So yeah, then you just saw price shoot up. So very nice day today. Thank God for the skill. Hope everyone is safe, and more findings and sharings coming soon. Yes, sir.